long as I'm bringing in $1,200 every other week, everything would be good. All I need is 15 pools. My name is Mark Jones. I'm 32 years old. I live in New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm the owner and pool tech at Blue Street Pools.
And I'm on track to make between $89,000 and $100,000 this year.
Blue Street Pools came from me manifesting my business. Something just dawned on me, and it was like, man, eventually you're gonna have a whole street of pools. And all these pools are gonna be crystal clear, Blue Street Pools. Boom, and that's how I came. I grew up in Los Angeles, California. Mom was a teacher. My dad worked for the IRS. Stepdad worked for the light company. So I grew up with a real loving family. That was my dream. I thought I was going to the NBA like everybody else who plays basketball, but when I bought my house that had a pool in it, because my wife, she wanted a pool, so we bought a house with a pool. And I told myself, you know, hey, I'm young enough to figure this thing out. I got the pool, babe, don't worry about it, I got it, you know? But I didn't even know how to turn the filter system on. But this is the pool where it all started right here, and where the idea from the business came is when my neighbor across the street asked me who was cleaning my pool, and I told him I did. And he said, look, I'll pay you what I pay my other guy, because I'm not impressed with his work. You just come across the street whenever you can. And that's where I was like, okay, this is a business. But that's where it really got tight, when I got my first account. Because now it's like, okay, Mark, you live across the street from him, so you can't come half-stepping with this, bruh. Like, you gotta clean this pool, and it gotta be clean. It's giving you a shot. Once I, got fired from Enterprise and I took it serious, when I went to Curly, I said, man, I think I'm gonna start my own pool business, man. And he was like, if anybody can do it, you can do it. Lo and behold, I zoomed out, pools all over the place. And I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. Just in my subdivision alone, there was 38 pools. I started passing out flyers. Within 1 week, I was at 5 accounts. Before, while I was driving, building my business, I was like, look, all I need is 15 pools. If I get 15 pools, I'm only working 2 days a week. I'm bringing home that $2,400 a month. Well, I started getting serious about it March 2020. In March, April, is right before swim season starts, and that's where all these people's pools are green. And that's where I make a home run. I'm at your house 2-3 days, make $600 to $1,000 for flipping your pool. And then on top of that, you might pick me up for service as well. The worst pool, oh man, that I ever done. It's an above ground pool full of spiders, walking on water, leaves everywhere, looked like the pool hasn't been touched in months. It was so nasty. It stinked. It got to the point where the algae was caked up. Usually it takes me 2 days to get a pool right. This one took me 5 days because it was so bad. I charged them $700 for that pool. I ended the year at, I believe, $44,000. That's what I made from March to December. I'm going to make 6 figures, but 6 figures when I want to be over $100,000. I'm on track to do that because it's summertime right now, and my biggest month so far this year was around $8,500 in 1 month, and that was in the winter time. Bro, you'll never know the pool guy pulling up in this. Incognito, bro. So I'm doing pool consultations and repairs on Mondays. Tuesday through Friday is my route. Nothing gets in the way of that. If you need a repair, like really green pools are when I really start them on Saturdays, because it takes a couple days if I have to, do my treatment to it. It takes a couple days for that to work. I don't work on Sundays, and then when I come back to work on Monday, I finish out the project for the green pool and get you back rolling. This morning, I hit my first pool at 6:30. Everybody else is asleep. I'm up cleaning pools. But really 7 to 2 o'clock is Tuesday to Friday is, that's kind of my schedule. I gotta be back in time if my wife is working to get the kids. And if I don't finish my route, once my wife gets back home, then I'll go back out and just hit a couple more pools.
Hi, camera.
On my easy days, my oldest son, his name is Dallas, he's about to turn 7. He's been working with me since he's been 5. All his job is to do is, hey, when you go to the backyard with daddy, you find those skimmer baskets, and all your job is to do is to empty out the skimmer baskets. And I'll pay you $5 a pool. He's an entrepreneur himself. He's a part owner of the company. I'm in control of my whole schedule. I have never worried about missing, a graduation, a game, or if my wife is working.
He is true to his word. Blue Street Pools is where it's at. I tell everyone, if you want your pool clean, you get him. You get him.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All I know is that I was a frustrated customer at one point, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I wish that I can go somewhere and see something where they simplified this process for me. And I think that's why people have gravitated to my page, not only the person doing the pool maintenance, but also he's actually teaching me how to take care of my pool. My wife has been with me every single step of the way, and when I got fired from Enterprise and I told her I'm not going to work for anybody else anymore ever in my life, she was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Yes, I am positive." And she was like, "Okay, I trust you." She was the one bringing in the checks. She was the one paying the bills while I'm still figuring it out, and she never made me feel like I was this small. We figuring this thing out. We're in this thing together. I really love her for that, and just being the person who she is, because without that support, I would not be where I am today. It's definitely the foundation of, where all of this success is coming from.